Welcome to Celeb Scene Central. Armie Hammer is pushing back against claims of cannibalism, telling Piers Morgan in a new interview shared Friday that he has never eaten human flesh. The embattled actor also disputed reports that Robert Downey Jr. paid for him to enter rehab, though he noted that Downey has been supportive. "He did not pay for me to go to rehab," Hammer said, adding when pressed about the Marvel star, "I don't want to bring anyone else into my situation. There are a number of people who have been extremely helpful, and I'm incredibly grateful." Downey was helpful in the way where when anyone in Hollywood who suffers from any sort of addiction issues, whether it be alcohol or process addiction or drugs, decides to get sober, that guy will find you, and he will help you, Hammer said when pressed further, later sharing of the best advice he received from Downey. "Sit down, shut up, everything is going to be okay." Reps for Downey didn't immediately respond to Entertainment Weekly's request for comment. Hammer has been accused of rape and abuse of several women, including ex-Effie Angelova, but has consistently denied any wrongdoing and maintained that all of his relationships were consensual. The Los Angeles Police Department opened an investigation into Hammer as a result of Angelova's allegations. Ultimately, no criminal charges were brought against Hammer. Elsewhere in the interview, Hammer continued to deny the allegations against him, including those about his cannibalistic fantasies. "You know what you have to do to be a cannibal? You have to have actually eaten someone," he said. Of his relationship with Angelova, he said, "This was a very intense affair, very sexually charged, between two people with very similar proclivities and kinks." Hammer also responded to allegations by another ex, Paige Lawrence, who alleged that he branded his initials into her groin with a knife. "Did you brand her?" Morgan asked. "I wouldn't say brand, no," Hammer said. "There was a scenario that we talked about beforehand, where I would take a tiny point and trace the letter A." He said, "There wasn't even blood in the situation. It was more like a scrape." The actor, who was dropped by his talent agency and a series of projects in the wake of the allegations, last made headlines when he appeared on Tyler Ramsey's Painful Lessons podcast, where he said he was grateful for all that has transpired. "Where I was in my life before all of that stuff happened to me, I didn't feel good," Hammer said. "I never felt satisfied. I never had enough. I never was in a place where I was happy with myself, where I had self-esteem. I never knew how to give myself love. I never knew how to give myself self-validation, but I had this job where I was able to get it from so many people that I never had to learn how to give it to myself."